Welcome y'all to another Skip Barber race here at Sonoma. Track temps are currently 86 degrees. Chilly, but not super cold like it was last time. This will be race number 4 this week. Last race was going well and then a thing happened. Qualified crappy this time, so we're going to have to see what we can do. The good news is we're in the middle of the pack. Seems to be it'll be a decent strength of field, and there's a bunch of people. But here we go.
Green, green, green.
Hopefully we can have a nice, reasonable start. And we're doing the no delta thing again, except, and we still have I-speed running though.
Clear. Car on your left.
Except now we're being the sandwich.
Slow car ahead. Car stop on the left. Clear on the left.
Okay. Two is almost essentially free places. It's nice. Okay, calm down. Plenty of race left, just settle down. Again, settle down. Calm yourself. Calm yourself before you wreck yourself.
You're in the top 10.
Well, I hope we can do better than that. Because this will probably be our last chance this week at getting a good champion point finish. Dude behind us caught up a little bit. That's unfortunate. He will, of course, catch up a little bit through there since the whole accordion effect. Yeah, I should have known I wasn't set up well enough to be able to do that without lifting. That was better. Much better through there.
Literally guessing at the right-hand corner's apex point.
46.966.
Confidence inspiring. If he's saying that kind of nonsense to make people worry, he's doing a good job. So, goal will be to just not let him get close. This is one epic choo-choo train we got going here. Which means at some point something cannot end well. For at least one or two people here. don't want to see that happening. But the odds are in very much favor for it. That was better. The whole chicane thing there didn't feel very good, though. As I am now trying to push my accelerator through the floor.
1:46.9.
So I'm falling back a bit more than I'd like. We are increasing the gap, though, to the person behind us, which is nice. Wow, that one felt really good. I feel like I do a turn really well, a trail braking turn like that, when I almost feel like the car pirouettes. Felt sloppy. All sorts of sloppy. Kind of pushed that one too, having to use a little brake to make that second apex. Something I've not done much in practice to see if it'll actually be faster, so
You're a fucking idiot, mate.
Clear on the left.
and that was definitely not something we needed to do.
Left side. Still there. Hold your line. Clear.
Darn it.
49.128. You got 10 laps to go.
I think the goal will be to get him on the straight. As long as we don't get too far behind.
Car right. Clear. Car right. Stay on the left. Still there. Still there. Keep to the left.
Yeah.
Right side. Still there. Clear on the right.
Well, that sucked.
Have you actually ever been in a race before, mate? Or is that just...
I'm sorry, I was trying to get off of you, but like, it just wouldn't get off.
Yeah, 'cause you drove up my ass, mate. You drove up my fucking ass. You're trying to get off after you'd... Oh.
I got stuck. He's trying to go left to try to make the turn and negotiate that, and I'm trying to get off of him. I'm driving up your ass because I'm trying to pass you. Probably a wee bit
Over
over
the inside
aggressive.
line, what on earth did you think was going to happen when you turned in like that? That's a simple question.
Yeah, thanks, David. Appreciate it.
I don't have 3 screens and I thought I left enough room. Obviously, I did not. That sucks. I did not mean for that to happen. It will have to go. We will have to wait and see, though, to see if he had the inside line like he thought he did. Because I thought I had him. And he had to do a little bit of a... late braking maneuver. So we'll call it for now. Because until I get a third-person view at it, I am not going to make a judgment.
You're not wrong, Grant. Got damage out of it too.
Left side. Clear.
Now we're screwed up. Being a total jackass. As we dropped a bunch of places that we shouldn't have. Which was unfortunate because that was a really nice setup to pass that guy on the straight. And then he had to go and screw it up so I couldn't get the draft advantage on him. We should have a nice run on him here.
Car on your left. Keep to the right.
When you catch me after you don't push the issue, mate, I've got to go in the pits this lap.
Car right. Clear. Right side. Clear on the right.
He hung really tight in there. So as it is right now, and as you saw right there with that turn, the overcompensation for it, I was probably at fault. Not having second thoughts about it, I'm just saying that odds are.
Go left.
Really? How did we contact there? Wow.
One minute 48.2.
I'm being a...
You're in the top 10.
I'm not happy with my performance right now. I think we're catching up to the dude in front of us. Whether that'll be enough or not is a different question altogether. Oh wait, never mind, I was looking at the wrong person.
Sorry, man, I just cannot work out what line you're taking. I cannot work it out.
Maybe he doesn't know either.
Curious who he's referring to.
1 minute 47.0.
Here's a reasonable time. Fortunately, the guy behind us, I think, is catching up slowly. Night has just not been my night. Yes, I know that if I could give it a little bit of gas there before hitting
I'll
the
let you
apex.
pass on the straight, mate. Take the inside line, Grant.
But I was really, really slow and overbroke a lot.
Come on, mate.
One minute 46.877. You've got 5 laps to go.
You know, I was going to say that one started to feel good, and then it was just a bit slow on the out. On the exit. Should probably try letting the car land before we get on the gas in that situation. There we go. That was nice and flat out. Dude behind us just seemed to have found a lot of pace since yesterday. I think we're catching the person in front of us, just not fast enough.
1 minute 47.133.
Actually not doing that. God, this is going to be costly. Last race we got 8, and that was like a minus 13. It looks like we gained some time back. That didn't feel any different than the mountain climbing laps. And I have no idea if we're keeping ahead of the guy behind us.
1 minute 46.576.
Thanks, Jason. Easy car and left.
Uh-oh.
Slow car ahead.
Unfortunately, that's lap traffic.
You got a slow car on the right. Slow car ahead, go right.
Well, we got one place out of it, even though if it was a terrible way to get it.
Sorry, man.
Left to go.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That guy in our last race blew an engine. Or his transmission. No, I'm not talking a lot right now. I'm just focused.
47.065.
Thank you, Chris.
So, interesting thing. The point at which you lift there for getting set up for that first turn, is way more effective if you do it while on the uphill part. Which is not a big surprise, but it seems like even if you lift a bit before that, it's still not as effective as if you do that weight transfer as you're going uphill, so you kind of have everything kind of going at once.
White flag, one more left to go.
Screwed that up, Fears. Okay, well, we were able to not totally pooch it.
Car right. Clear.
What? Did I just go super slow through there, or, like... I didn't think he was close enough to get us.
1 minute 47.042.
Just one of those days for me, apparently, where I get to just be a total... I know before we entered the turn, he was like 0.7 seconds behind us, so how he caught up that quickly is... I mean, the only explanation is that we were going like a snail. No idea how to feel about that one. So we just need to have a finish here. I think one way or another we're going to have a finish. So dirty. Very not happy about what happened with that guy. I don't even care if it wasn't my fault. I'm still not happy that that happened.
You got a slow car on the right. Can't stop on the right.
So we'll see here in a minute.
There's the flag. It's over.
Okay, so here's the situation from his view in chase mode or car chase mode. He has the inside line, granted. That race was far below our standards. The main thing about that situation that happened is, regardless of whose fault it is, let's just put that aside for a second. So even if I was completely in the right, I don't care. I want to have cleaner and better races than what just happened there. I think the idea was that because I saw him hugging all the way to the inside, there was no way he could have made that turn in a reasonable way without going super slow. I thought I was going to just either over under him, or it would be further to the outside after the turn, or something other than what happened, because I didn't think he could have done that, and he stuck it. And then once he came into view, I did not get on the brakes enough as I needed to. I'm not sure what happened after that, because it looked like I was going slow enough, but then he went slower. So my guess is he didn't expect me to end up that close to him, and then he tried to brake a bit because of how shallow he was on that turn for the next turn, which then ended up with me running. I had pace on him, so there was no reason for me to rush that. I could have just waited until the next straight and gotten him. I guess this just goes back to, I don't know what I should have really done differently except backed out of that. Like, if I had 3 monitors or something, if I had more visibility, I could have gotten away with doing that because I would have known where he was and been able to then adjust better, faster. But since I don't, I need to not try to race that hard. That's the long and short of this. Lesson for next time. With that, if you liked, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. If you have any questions, suggestions, feedback, or advice, drop it in the box below. Good luck with your races, and y'all take it easy.